Good morning, everybody. It's 5 to 11 here on the Revelations, and we're looking at the deeper life, one verse at a time, basically. We're in Romans chapter 6 here. Yesterday, we were talking about how being dead indeed to sin. He says, being baptized unto the death of Jesus Christ. So the Bible says that if you'll follow after me, take up your cross, and he that followeth not after me, or taketh not up his cross, cannot be my disciple. That's a rough quote. It's not verbatim. And so the Lord was talking about you taking up your cross. Why do you take up a cross? You take it up to die. And so he was baptized with the baptism of death. And so should we, spiritually speaking, reckon ourselves dead indeed unto sin. So this is the first step in the deeper life movement, the crucified life, if you'd like to call it there. And there's lots of material in the scriptures about that. And Lord willing, we'll get into it. But the next verse says, therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. So often, I think a preacher, when he does a water baptism, which is just a symbol of what's already taken place on the inside, when he does a water baptism, often he'll make that quote, he'll make that application, he'll say, so shall you walk in newness of life. Well, that's a lovely sentiment, and there's nothing wrong with saying that, except the doctrinal application is that we are buried with him in baptism, in the spiritual baptism, not water baptism. So we're buried with him, and so shall we walk in newness of life. So it's not only that we're dead to sin, it's that we are alive. We have the abundant life that Jesus Christ talked about. The Lord said, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. So we're raised, we're buried as a dead man, the old flesh, and we're raised to newness of life, to walk with him. We now have the freedom. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. And that's what it is. You're free now to walk in the Spirit and to walk in newness of life. The Lord makes you at salvation. The Lord makes you a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And the change is on the inside. You may, and hopefully you will, as a new Christian, make some changes on the outside. There's some things you got to quit. There's some things you need to start doing as part of your walk with the Lord. But it all starts on the inside when you get saved. You're a new creature. And so shall you walk in newness of life. One more thing, it's not, I just want to drive the point home. It is not a water baptism they're talking about here. It is not a water baptism, okay? Water baptism gets you wet, and that's it. Did you know that the baptism that John the Baptist baptized Jesus with is not the same water baptism that Christians get baptized with? It's not the same one at all. What we do and what Christians have done as a symbol, as merely a symbol, nothing to do with salvation, what they have done is called believer's baptism. The baptism that John the Baptist was doing, and in fact baptized Jesus Christ with, was the baptism of John, which was to manifest the Messiah to Israel, is to show all of Israel that the Messiah was in fact Jesus Christ. So you have to, Bible says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And that's how you must approach the scriptures. Okay, well, I wish you a good day. We'll pick it up, Lord willing, tomorrow in Romans chapter 6, verse 5. All right, bye for now.